All right, so packing class is in session. We're gonna talk today about everything that I've been packing, everything that has worked for me, everything that's not working. Okay, guys, so I'm doing a long stretch of travel. Surprise. I know I just started a starting over in Colombia vlog, but you guys know me. I take things day by day and things just weren't working out in the way that I hoped for. So hey, and welcome to part 2 of my starting over in a new country series, where I'm actually leaving the country that I plan to start over in. Yeah, originally I planned to be starting over in Colombia for the next couple of months, maybe even seeing if Colombia is somewhere that I wanted to live long term. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name's Cleopatra and I am a queer Black woman in my 20s who is just figuring life out day by day, and I've been vlogging it over the last year. Yeah, I moved to a couple countries in Europe and Asia, trying to find a country that I felt like was better for me to live in and more cohesive with my intentions and the things that I wanted to do in my life. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much what you need to know about me. Anyway, I just want to get into showing you guys really quickly what I'm packing, how I'm doing it, and I'm really grateful to share with you that this video is sponsored by BagSmart, who provided me this really cute and really practical luggage. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so I thought this would be a really great way to show you how I'm packing as a Black girl nomad, because I've been wanting to wait to show you guys how I pack and it be actually realistic. I wasn't able to do it when I came from Asia back to this side of the world, but I wanted to show you when I was leaving South America. But yeah, so this is 1 to 2 months worth of stuff, mainly stuff for moving around, work days, transit days, and a lot of the way that I packed is based on weight and based on how I'm gonna need to use it. So the system that I'm using today is the BagSmart Getaway Set. I've been a full-time nomad for the last, let me see. Okay, actually I should have did this before I turned on the camera. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and it's July. So, all right, so I've been a full-time nomad for almost 10 months now. So that means I've had to take my entire life and lug it with me. And I finally found a method and way to do that without hating it, essentially. And I wanted to share it with you because I'm really happy that I have kind of gotten into the rhythm of full-time travel. So hopefully this can help you if you are someone who just likes to travel in general, or are also a nomad and want to maybe get some ideas on like some bags and stuff to get that's going to help you with the journey. And as you guys know, if you've watched any of my other vlogs, I just went shopping in Vietnam and I kind of blew a bag. So I need to make sure that I can take all my clothes with me because somebody got to see these outfits, girl. The getaway set basically includes this 20-inch carry-on and then this 38-liter travel backpack. So first and foremost, I want to show you the suitcase. First of all, the suitcase comes in this gorgeous brown color, but I really like that they have a lot of cute options. I know a lot of people say that things like design isn't very important, but it's important to me because I feel like if I have cute luggage and if my things look good, I feel better about carrying it around and I feel more motivated to get creative when packing. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and open it and see what I have in here. All right, so I love things that are multi-purpose. And this suitcase is really good because not only is it a carry-on, but it also can be used for like weekend trips and travel. And no matter where I go, I always find myself going on a weekend trip or some sort of road trip. And I really like that these are expandable. So this 20-inch suitcase can expand between 40 and 48 liters. So it has 2 sets of zippers that allow it to do that. And then as soon as you get inside of the suitcase, they have wet and dry pouches. A lot of people tend to use this pocket for bathing suits and stuff like that. But funny enough, for this suitcase, I actually like putting things like my film in here and like kind of like my leftover like scrapbook stuff. So let me make sure that you guys can see. So this here is mainly like my miscellaneous like junk journaling stuff because a lot of my time is spent doing crafts when I'm either on the plane or just in my destination. So this has like spare lenses, film, miscellaneous tech stuff that I wouldn't want to get wet, but I also don't want to get crushed in my bag. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. And same thing here. I have like my cords put over here, but usually my cords and stuff are over here. But yeah, right off the gate, I really like the compression board and the separation pockets. When you go in, actually, we're gonna undo the buckles. Love the suitcase for all the ways that you can like click everything tight first and foremost. But yeah, As soon as you get in, you see the packing cubes. One thing I really love about BagSmart's travel system is that they have these wonderful packing cubes. And the packing cubes, first of all, this one is the biggest one. It has like this handle on it. So if I'm like traveling or if I'm in a tight space, this is really good because I can take this and hang it up on the wall. And the BagSmart travel system has several different sizes of packing cubes. So you have this really large one, you have a couple small ones that hang up like this. And I use the smaller packing cubes for my hair products mainly. So, and I say packing cubes plural because all of my hair products definitely won't fit in one. But in here I have mainly like my hair tools and items. So I have like my combs, my edge brushes, my detangling brushes, and my styling brushes. I also have scrunchies and headbands in this bag. I have my hair dryer and my hair dryer attachments. I bought this hair dryer in Vietnam and I really love it. It's by this brand called Pop and Lock. Pop and Lock is a really big store over there. It's kind of like the Container Store, Marshalls, and like Best Buy all had a baby together. But this is my other hair bag, again with more hair tools, brushes, creams, leave-ins, deep conditioners. All of that is in this bag. So I have this. I also, again, as you can tell, my hair is straight right now. So I have like a heat protectant that I put in here. I have my styling list in here. Oh, and something I want to show you, I really like that half of the packing cubes, all of the packing cubes are styled like this first and foremost. They're mesh on the top. And so it allows me to peek in without having to open the whole thing, which I really love because I've had packing cubes before, but they don't do the mesh thing and it really sucks because then I never remember what I put in them. Again, they're just like the suitcase and the book bag. Everything is compressible and expandable. So I actually can see the difference between this one and this one because this one is expanded and these ones are condensed. You see what difference that makes? When I put all of these in the suitcase, the condensable features really help because then I can, first of all, zip the zipper, and then I can take these clips, put it on top like a seatbelt, and when I pull it tight, everything gets nice and flat, and I really like that. Okay, so let's get to our main big packing cube. So basically this whole bag is like my bottoms and my dresses. All right, so I have black pair of pants. I have a utility skirt, my utility type pants, a pair of jeans, and another like specialty type of pants that I got from Vietnam. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottoms, and then I have 2 dresses. The dresses I've already unpacked just because I really hate when my dresses get wrinkly and stuff like that, so I've already hung them up. But the dresses also go in this container as well. So then you can see just like how big it is, and we'll just go ahead. I'm gonna put these back in here because funny enough, I'm actually, because of where, like what I'm doing right now and where I'm at, I don't have the most space at the moment. So I'm actually gonna put all of my bottoms back into this packing cube, and then I'm gonna hang these. So again, everything's really compressed. So perfect example about why these things are so useful. And I don't have to get really like smart about the way I folded I'm sure that if I folded my clothes up more that I could get more room out of this bag, but I really don't need to, and I pretty much can get away with it. So yeah, you just roll the clothes up, bring this to the front, and there you go. If you wanted to condense it some more, you can, but because I'm about to put this up, they don't need to be condensed. So that's out. Next, what I have in this bag, I have all my makeup. So this is pretty much all of my makeup that I wear. I really love this Morphe eyeshadow palette, and I wasn't able to find like a travel version of it. So I took the whole thing with me, and I don't know how, but I've been able to travel for 10 months with this in my suitcase. And sometimes on the flight that I just was on, I ended up having to check this bag because the flight was full and everything still was pretty safe. So I don't wrap this. I don't wrap my eyeshadows, I don't do anything. I just put them in the suitcase and they're always pretty safe. I have my bag of accessories. I'm sure there's like a cooler or cuter way to travel with all of this stuff, but this is pretty much a bag with all my accessories in it. And then I have my hiking boots in this bag right at the top. My hiking boots, I used to wear them to the airport because they were heavy, and again I said that a lot of this packing is based off weight because I didn't want to pay for a lot of the weight in my bags. But yeah, eventually it just became too tedious to always have to take the boots off, and so I put the boots now in my suitcase and it still works out just fine. And I'll just show you the whole zipper function. And this is the condensable zipper. I like the comfortable handle, and I like, actually funny enough, how long the handle is, because then I can take the book bag and just slide it on here, so I never really have to wear it on my back. The very last thing that is really cool, the suitcase has 360 degree smooth wheels, which is a lifesaver because my last suitcase, the wheels broke so fast, girl. But yeah, and then this is the book bag. And as you can see, I'm using a little bit of muscle to carry it because I have quite a few things in there. So this bad boy here is probably my like favorite part of the travel system. I am a sucker for a really good book bag, and I really love this book bag. So okay, first and foremost, this suitcase and I'm backwards. This book bag and that suitcase are both TSA approved. So they're both airline approved, TSA approved, all that jazz. Really love, first of all, that has a clamp in the front, so if you're a hiker, it more so mimics like a hiking book bag than anything else. Has a little strap for you to put it on the suitcase, and then when you open it, I'm gonna lie it flat like this. And the best way to, you know, get an idea of this bag's vibe. And then first things first, I already love that this book bag has this like waterproof clear storage here, and this is pretty much my portable bathroom. This is where I put all my bathroom stuff. So I have my like deodorant, my travel soap, lotion, hair oil, some tampons. Had to check the oil. And then this bad boy has been a lifesaver. This is by a brand called Foamin', and I don't remember where exactly I got it, but it's apparently tested on friends, not animals, so I guess they're a bit ethical. I really like this because this is actually soap. So I actually just bought this, if I'm being honest. I don't always travel with this soap because I have just had too many instances of soap spilling and things getting wet. So even though this is in a like waterproof container, I still like to try to minimize my liquids as much as possible. So this is actually soap. The soap comes out in little like sheets and pieces of paper like this, and they actually foam up with water. So yeah, this is soap for months worth of soap. I could probably use this all month and not need to use anything else, but I really only use this in emergencies when I don't have my Dr. Bronner soap, which is pretty often when you're not in America. But anyway, yeah, so floss, you know, a travel fragrance, all that type of stuff, scrunchies, quick stuff you can think of that you would need to just maintain yourself. And then naturally I have some amethyst in the bag as well. Okay, so I'm actually gonna put my scrunchie in here. All right, now to get into the bag of it all. This is ding 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 where our other packing cube is. Again, a sheer top so I can see what's in here. I pretty much packed all my tops and workout clothes in here, and that's why I do it like this in case I need to. Very often when you're on flights, you might need to check the suitcase. But so I plan to have the suitcase and the bag with me at all times. But in the rare event that I have to check the suitcase, I like being able to have this specific bag because it has workout clothes and tops. So maybe I might not be able to put on a full-fledged outfit, but at least I'll have some comfortable clothes if I need to stay overnight at a hotel, which I actually just did recently. So this bag came in handy when we ended up having a layover recently on the way back to the States. And yeah, I had to stay at a hotel and I had to basically use everything out of this book bag with my check suitcase. So can confirm that this does work. Then I have a scarf and a bonnet, depending on what hairstyle I have going on. I just keep a big scarf and a bonnet, and inside of my bonnet is, you guessed it, more scrunchies and hair ties, because if I have my fro out, I like to stretch my fro with some soft scrunchies and then just put it under a bonnet, and that helps keep a good shape. Bathing suits. Don't really need to explain much of that. Oh, and you couldn't see it before, but now that I've taken everything out of one side, you can see it. Another really cool thing besides the clamshell sort of opening that the bag has is the fact that the bag has dividers. It has a naturally built-in divider, so if you maybe weren't a packing cube user, you can still get a lot of really cool use out of the bag. And now that this is a little deflated, I'm gonna show you the front pockets. And then you have a front pocket through the top like this in case you need to just reach down. I don't really have much in here right now besides this, which is just like, I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's just something to sit on. I always take it when I go on hikes because I want like a clean surface to sit on. So this is just like, yeah, like a tarp to lay out. It's waterproof. In this side pack, this is where I put like masks, journals, things of that nature, more stones for meditation. Ooh, and then if I could have a favorite pocket in the bag, I would say that this bad boy is my favorite pocket because it has a little built-in wallet. So you could just put your debit cards, you could put your ID, stuff like that in there. And because it's right on the side, you have two little incognito pockets. So as you can see, I have my passport, another mask. This is more so the quick access pocket for whenever you don't want to maybe fully take your bag off, but you're going through TSA and you need to just grab something really quick. These are those pockets. And then finally, I know this bag probably seems like it's like a never-ending bag of tricks, but finally we have the fully flat opening laptop container, and pretty much all of my tech that doesn't fit in the top of this bag, which I'll show you in a second, fits back here. So there's more than one pocket. I have my laptop right here. I'm gonna show you. I take this, slide it in there. Yeah, I strap that like that, close it back up, and fully zip that around. All right, so last secret pocket that I wanted to show you is the shoe compartment, which is on the bottom of the bag. It fits about 2 to 3 small pairs of shoes if you're crafty. I like it because I can just take it with me if I have to check my hard suitcase, and it has these little vents on the bottom that help keep everything dry and prevent things from stinking. And this is where I put my most delicate, gentle, intimate stuff. So this is where, funny enough, all of the rest of my tech goes. This is the home for like, has a little netted part here, but this is my microphones, my film camera, my lenses, my chargers, all of that stuff goes here. My brain feels a little scrambled because that, yeah, is my whole entire life in one bag. I feel like when I take it all out like this, it seems like it's a lot, and at the same time, it seems like I have nothing with me. But yeah, that's pretty much all I pack. I'm pretty sure we went over all of my tech, my microphones, my film cameras, and my clothes. I do have another like shared suitcase that I take with my partner that has things like like some books that I can't let go of right now. I wanted to shout out a book at the end of this that has really helped me in terms of condensing all of my things and making it so I am no longer as stressed as I was when I first started traveling. And that book is The Afro Minimalist Guide to Living with Less. I am going to put the cover of the book probably right here. That I've been able to go from having 4 humongous suitcases with me to pretty much packing everything I need into 2. So yeah, I just wanted to plug and shout out that book in case anyone is interested. And I know you guys are always asking me for book recommendations. I would say that so far the Bag Smart Travel set has my stamp of approval, but definitely let me know what you think. Do you think that this packing setup is too simple? Do you think it's not simple enough? Do you have any suggestions for how I'm packing? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, also if you have any questions about how this nomading journey has been going for me so far. So surprise, my starting over in another country series is already flopping. We have so much to talk about and catch up on. So yeah, that's what I have right now. I'm sure you can also tell that I've been under the weather. Yeah, I've been really ill over the last couple of weeks. So it's actually took a lot in me to record this video. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video.